What's going on, Manu here? Welcome back to Allstr Esports. And I'm going to do a prediction video similar to a major pick'ems video for fl0m's Mythical LAN. I just want to start off with congratulating fl0m and hosting his first major event. I'm really excited to watch this weekend, and I love what he's doing for NACS. Correct in saying that we don't have enough major Counter-Strike events. Yeah, on a whole, I think it's positive that he's trying to grow NACS for our benefit. All right, without further ado, let's hop straight into the predictions. Let me flip the screen over. All right, here we have it. We have fl0m's here on HLTV. If you're unaware of what the event is, it's the top 8 NA teams based off of VRS points. So you're not going to see the teams like FaZe or Liquid in this event, although they are NA organizations. Their core group of players are European, so they do not qualify for this NA only event. But nevertheless, there's still a couple big teams in here. We have M80, we have NRG, and we have a couple other more known NA teams with Marsborn and Boss. And then we have a few teams that you might not have heard of. We have Voka and Rave and Phoenix to round out the event. Oh, and Regain. How could I forget Regain? So those are the teams that round out the top 8 teams. For Group A, the opening match is Voka versus Rave. Both of these teams are they're not as popular or known as some of the other teams. So forgive me, but I'm going to pick Voka in this lineup versus Rave. In this opening matchup, I'm going to go Voka defeats Rave. Then we have NRG versus Phoenix. You should know who NRG is. They're a pretty big org across several games. And they have, they have a pretty good roster. They have OC as their opper. And then they have Bro and Sonic, George and Nitro. So I think NRG will handle Phoenix pretty handily. I have NRG and Voka advancing to the winners match for Saturday. So then that would drop down Rave and Phoenix into the elimination match. But I'm going to go Phoenix solely because I like their logo more. And so yeah, Phoenix to advance to the decider match, and Rave, you're going out. My apologies. From the Voka versus NRG matchup, I have NRG defeating Voka, dropping Voka down into the decider match against Phoenix, in which case I think Voka will defeat Phoenix in the decider match. All right, going off into Group B, we have Marsborn versus Boss. Both these teams are pretty well-known NA teams. This is my #1 match of the first round. Both these teams are pretty well-known. And just having a look at the rosters, we have CXZI. You might know of him. He's the IGL who came from Complexity, I believe. And he's a pretty big pickup for them. And then we have Boss, who also has a couple popular players, and Stanislaw, who's an NA legend, and Fang. So yeah, this should be a pretty good matchup here. But I'm going to go for Marsborn defeating Boss. And then we have M80 versus Regain. This one should be a blowout in my opinion. This matchup really shouldn't be close. M80 is probably the best NA team on paper, with players like Slacks, Lake, Swisser, Jaba, and Sin. Jaba is a great new pickup for M80 in my opinion. I was sad to see Wildcard dissolve or whatever happened there go down, but I think Jaba was a great pickup for M80. But then I would have M80 versus Marsborn in the winners match, and I'm going to go for an M80 win there. So then that would leave us with Boss versus Regain here in the elimination match. I think Boss will defeat Regain in that match. So that would be the end of Regain. Regain might have the GOAT logo, but they're going to need a GOAT-like performance to stay on this tournament. So that would leave us with Marsborn versus Boss again in the decider match on Saturday night. Does Marsborn beat them again? I don't know. This one's such a close matchup. I feel like it's a 50-50. I'm just going to go Marsborn, purely off the fact that I saw them play at DreamHack Atlanta last year. So that's where my alliances lie, I suppose. So Marsborn will defeat Boss in the decider match. Then we're going to drop this down. We get to the semifinals. Don't really know how this works. Maybe the winner from Group A plays the decider winner from Group B. I don't know. It's gonna get sloppy at this point. So I'm just gonna go for my grand final prediction. In the grand final, I have NRG versus M80, and I have M80 winning it all. Like I said earlier in the video, M80 is the best NA team, and I believe they're gonna win this event. So if you can, get down in the comments, let me know who you think's gonna win, and did you like the video? And if you did, please feel free to subscribe and come back for more.